think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Spit 60 racks on the
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
First carry down for David Montgomery. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
If you're the quarterback, you absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Stroud. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I believe I can see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room.
And that's it.
Too close to the sideline.
You got my charger.
We're often taught 11 on the field. Those sidelines can become the 12th defender and work to the defense's advantage on that play.
Let's go. Hey, uno more. 18. That's it. Hey, uno. We speed left. Buggy. Hey, south. 11.
Here's Stroud. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Inside the 20. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Texans nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines running for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, yeah, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Here's 2nd and 10. Stroud looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Hey, south. 11.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Got a man. It's Collins complete. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. The Texans send the punter out. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Purdy now to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And Kittle going to have a 49ers first down as he gets this up past the 20. That one goes for 8 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing here, Purdy. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Niners go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he almost gets this to the 30, taking down about a yard shy. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Uno. Nike Texans.
And Stroud now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. You look at this Niner defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass. Currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
Now Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Jalen Noel, 70 yards. And the Texans have got it back to within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
That's complete. Right side, it's Bond. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. Twisting away. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 43 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries. So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here. They go play action here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Play action, now Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Here is 3rd down and 4. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th.
Go ahead. Yeah, you. Go ahead. Here we go. Yellow.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Get set. Line around, son. Stop.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go. 19.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Throwing now is Stroud. Now the ball comes loose. And this is going to be 49er football. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
2nd down and a yard. Try to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stumped them. So now it brings up a third down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put it in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
Brings up second and 8.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 78 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Here's a quick throw right side. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. Taking it in. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Third down and 3 yards to go.
Hey, one more. On the quick, right? 18. Outside.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 14-yard
Stroud to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. Montgomery another target and catch. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. From the 9, 2nd and 5.
Hey! Swap. Another swap. Look the hot. Look the hot.
Montgomery back to the ground. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
brought down back at the 14.
From the gun on 3rd down. Stroud. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. There goes Green. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Texans 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to put a little Smokey and the Bandit where they've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Texans.
Stroud out of the gun here. Now incomplete. It's tamped down. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. And the Texans first down.
Speed left.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Stroud working out of the gun. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on second and long. Stroud. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Here we go. Texans.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got it to Collins. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
At the 16-yard line.
Back to throw. Stroud. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Buggy. Why, Tony?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. McCaffrey running up the middle. The 20. 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
I'm not a lip reader, so I'm just going to wait for him to turn the mic on and deliver the
And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Atkinson with 6-7.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 2 yards on the pick.
Stroud.
It's 2nd and 8.
A quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else.
Coming into Cleveland would have been.
First and 10 at the 44.
Play fake here on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas.
Why Tony?
Here's Stroud. Here's Higgins out of the right side. Here's 3rd and 7.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
The throwing again is Stroud. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Look the hot.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. From the 21, here's 2nd
All right,
and
everyone,
3.
get to that dunk in a minute. It is not a mirror you guys are playing with. It is a...
Stroud looking to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Niners are going to get the football back at their own 17. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
And this is incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here at the...
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. David Montgomery with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
I don't know if we're reminding
Tony.
go back so many years.
Hey, uno more.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent. Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yard.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 15 for the Niners there, and a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Purdy now to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Get set, get set.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Back to throw, Purdy. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
American Express at the half.
Purdy. That went out wide and intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 33. Looking to put a drive together.
It's a turnover on down.
Now Stroud. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And Stroud now to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, uno. Hey! Oh, out to the right, out to the right. 11. Why, Tony.
Throwing now is Stroud. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On the quick, right? Tony. Hey, south. 19 Texans. Hey, uno.
I see Jared Allen get the ball.
11.
4th down. Here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Still on his feet. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jalen Noel with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans take a
One
chance.
turnover, that was huge. He had 11 turnovers, 9 made field goals instead of them coming into the game. Looking at our text today.
Why, Tony. South.
Right off the bat. Right here, you see him one-on-one against Tobias. He's making 1-2.
They'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
if I get to the
Don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game, the interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your head, halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
You're JB, you go in the locker room, you just saw the Cavs shoot at 68%, you're just shooting at 34%. You're saying, what's your team coming out of the locker room to flip this out?
Hey, put the ball in Kay Cunningham's hand first and foremost. I'm going to see what my pick and roll looks like so I can get Kay downhill, and that opens up everything. It opens up the pick and roll, the mid-range.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Ball at a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Fourth down try. Here's Purdy. That is caught. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he's going to ball his way forward to the 48. 138 yards rushing for him so far as this terrific season continues here. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 52 yards. And the Niners look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
And that means everything. As we got to about the diaries, how happy
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
man who killed my family.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
And the half is brought to you by the powerful backings of American Express.
Let's take a look at the DraftKings live player props for the second half. It's not too late to look at it on the action document. The lead of the Cavs right now. 3 points in the first half. The question is, can he get to 34?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. Caught by Montgomery. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
NBA stars aren't just old
From the
stars.
13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 13.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 5-yard line.
Looking to throw. Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Look the hot.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Here we go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
49er first down. A gain of 15. First down, 49.
That one looks like he'll throw here. To the left side, he finds Bond. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Niners look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Purdy will throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
The 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Play action. Stroud now. He'll try and do this himself. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, But every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It leads to second and 10.
One final shot for C.J. Stroud. He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line.
On NBC Peacock, what a series that has turned into. Anthony Edwards came back, and it looked like Anthony Edwards.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for San Francisco, the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Houston, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.